Hello, Mr. Horace here. Again, I'm here to serve humanity, the entire human race, by introducing the very best, the greatest folk rock songs in English to you. So, probably never heard of this. It's this intro. And this guitar, And the reason you never heard of this before, because I created this. I'm sure not when I use, so right now I'm sharing with you. You might see the influence, of this inspiration from this part. Right, it's pretty nice. I really have to say that it's not to praise my own melon, like Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong likes to, boast about how good his melon is. Yeah, because he wants to sell them. What's wrong with that? Chinese people have this idea. Well, that's not good. You're boasting about your own melon. If you are a businessman and you're selling melon, he is selling his melon, and if he doesn't boast about, or praise, his melons, who's going to buy it? Can you tell people, hey, my melon is really bad, very bitter, not sweet at all, and dry. There's no water in there, not juicy. Are you going to be able to sell your melon to anybody? No, you're gonna starve to death. It's one thing to emphasize the importance of humbleness, humility, but you can go too far. If you're selling melons, if you're selling televisions, if you're selling guitar, you tell people, hey, my guitar, is so bad. The guitar I make, I produce, and I sell is so bad. Like this one I'm playing. If this company, I'm not gonna tell you which company, I don't want them to sue me. Hey, you are. Defamation. It's but you can't tell people that your product is terrible, it's low quality. If you want to sell them, anyway. So I wrote this intro for Bob Dylan. When the Birds, they wrote an intro, nice intro for Mr. Tambourine Man for Bob Dylan. So I thought, well, since nobody did it, the Birds didn't do it, Peter, Paul and Mary didn't do it, Paul Simon didn't do it. So I did it, you know. So this song, okay, so this is the song, this is the number 3, and I'm going to talk about times. The times they are a-changin. That's the song. Dylan did. Come, gather around, people, wherever you roam. One more time, sorry. Gather around, people, wherever you roam. Admit that the waters around you have grown. After the sun, you're drenched to the bone. If the time to you is for saving, you better start swimming, or you sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changin. Now if you ask me, Mr. Horace, why was the guitar playing so bad? I mean, there was a section really bad. Well, because this guitar is a piece of junk. It's a piece of crap. I mean, and that's why, I mean, you know, of course I'm not going to, if I'm selling the guitar, I'm not going to tell you, hey, this guitar is a piece of crap. I'm going to tell you the opposite. I mean, I'm going to say, hey, the guitar is good. But it's really hard to play. I'll show you, you know, the chords when I do the guitar video. But anyway, come gather around, come gather around, come gather around, people, wherever you roam. Come gather around, people, wherever you roam. Admit that the waters around you have grown. Accepted the sun, you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming, or you sink like a stone. For the time they are changing. Now this is a prophecy, you know, song, and of course the prophet is Bob Dylan. I mean, Bob Dylan is a great prophet. I think everybody knows it. Everybody, you know, agree. So in around 1964, 65, I think that's when the song, could be even early, I don't know, but 1960, early 60s. The song was, you know, written by Mr. Dylan, and the purpose of the song is to predict what life is going to be like in 2020, which is about 55 years, you know, into the future. A lot of people believe the song is about 1960s, what's going on. No, it's not. Trust me. I mean, I know, you know, Dylan's music better than a lot of people. I'm not boasting. I mean, I'm just song is about the future, you know. So he got this vision. I mean, he got this image. Oh man, this is what it's going to be like in 2020. I mean, so he wrote it down. You know, maybe he was sleeping, you know, and had a dream. You know, like a lot of people, like, you know, Paul Simon, or the Beatles. You know, Paul McCartney. You know, he wrote a lot of songs from dream. Thing is, everybody can prophesize. I mean, come writers and critters who prophesize with your pen. how accurate your prediction is, your prophecy is. That's the point. I mean, everybody can have opinion, but if your opinion is your opinion convincing, or how strong, how powerful is your opinion, how accurate is your prophecy. I mean, the thing about this Dylan is amazing. I mean, it's just so precise, so accurate. I mean, it's right on. I mean, he was so right on about 2020, not 2020. So come gather round, people, wherever you roam. Doesn't matter where you are, where you are. In the country, in the urban area, in the suburbs, doesn't matter where you live. And admit that waters around you have grown, not has. The waters, plural. Interesting, huh? Well, because you got waters from the river. You have the river water. You also have the lake. You also have the bay water. And then you have the ocean water. So you have all kinds of waters from different sources. That's why waters have grown, become deeper and deeper. And accepted the sun, you'll be drenched to the bone. Gonna be drenched because the water is getting higher and higher. Alright? And if your time to you is worth saving, if you feel your life is worth, has some meaning and worth saving, then you better start swimming. Or you sink like a stone for all the times they are changing. So I'm going to spend another one or two, probably two more videos on this song, because this song is such a philosophical song. I think it's probably the most important song among all the songs in terms of its meaning, its message. So I'm going to spend quite a few. So this is really just giving you the background information. And all the verses, the four more that follows, it will make sense to you once you understand this. So Bob Dylan, Mr. Dylan is saying that there will be so, in the year of 2020, there will be so many terrible things happening. The water here is the troubled water, not the good water, not the water that floats. It's the water that crashes. As Bruce Lee said, there are two kinds of water. This is the troubled water. So that's why you need to build a bridge over troubled water. There'll be a lot of bad things happening in the year of 2020. And if you can go along with it. You can just continue, your life. And not doing anything, not making any changes. But if you do that, you are going to sink to the bottom of the whatever you are in. You're going to sink to the bottom and vanish. If you want to save yourself, you better start swimming. You better start swimming now. There's a long way to swim to the shore, to get to the shore. So you better start swimming. Because the times, they are changing. Because there's so many things, it will be changed and to the worse. So anyway, that's what we are saying today. Okay, I'm gonna stop because 15 minutes already. I'll continue in the next video.